All right, now that we got our house decorated for Christmas, we already buying our little gift shopping, fa la 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 la. But do we have our minds ready? Let's get our mind right this year, y'all. Listen to this video.
'Cause I'm beautiful, yeah. When I'm with you, no question that this girl's too crazy. 'Cause I'm beautiful.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Cordelia and you're Loving Life with Koy. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, y'all. Y'all know how we doing it. We loving life, we living. It's only one way, and that's up from here. And we're ready for this journey. So in today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about seasonal depression. Okay, yes, it's a hard, heavy topic. Nobody wants to talk about it, but we're gonna dive into it here. Okay, so with the holidays rolling around, we're getting ready for the holidays. Christmas is approaching, New Year's. It's easy to find ourselves falling into a slump or a depression or a dark place. And we need to recognize that because this is a real disorder. So let's dive right on into it, guys. I want to give you a couple of tips that's helped me. You know, as you all know, many of you have been following me. I lost my mother, and the holidays is just rough for everybody. It's rough due to seasonal change. It's dark early, it's gloomy, you know, and if you're going through some type of depression, some type of grief, some type of loss of any kind. A loss, it doesn't have to be death. It could be a loss of a relationship, a job, you know, dissolving of a marriage, a loss of anything. So we're gonna dive right on into it so you can recognize these symptoms. You can nip it at the bud, attack it at the start. Now, disclaimer, I am no medical professional. Again, I am not a medical professional. I am sharing the tips that has helped for me personally, okay? If you feel that your symptoms are out of control, unbearable, please seek medical attention immediately, y'all. Depression is real. This disorder is real. The holidays bring it out, and it's on steroids times 10. So y'all, please, if you need medical assistance, don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Seek it immediately. Let's dive right onto this video. Okay, guys, so my first tip is recognizing when you're entering that place of darkness or depression. We got to recognize it. Sometimes when people go through depression all year long, it intensifies over the holidays or over the season change. So the symptoms would remind you of symptoms of depression, but it's like magnified during the holidays. These symptoms, they're not limited to, but some of them are intense feeling of sadness, fatigue, loss of energy, loss of interest in things that you used to be interested in, low mood, mainly the same symptoms of depression, but around the seasonal change, around the holidays, you feel that it's magnified and unbearable and hard for you to maneuver through. Okay, so that's my first tip. You have to recognize when this happens. Recognize when you feel that shift in your energy. Recognize when you feel that lack of interest in the things that you used to love and rave about. Recognize your low motivation, your fatigueness. Recognize this first. And when you recognize this, you can start to tackle it and nip it in the bud. Okay, tip number 2 is we need to identify the emotional trigger. So sometimes there are things that trigger you, things that you'll find that makes these symptoms magnified in a certain sense. Okay, so tip number 2, identify the emotional triggers. Okay, emotional triggers can be certain people, certain places, certain music, certain movies. Also, it could be, you know, your job, it can be your environment. So when you identify these emotional triggers, let's say you hear a certain song, and that song, I used to hear a song that reminds me of my mom, and I used to get sad about it. Used to. I don't get sad anymore. But, you know, those are certain triggers. Avoid those triggers, you know. I know it's hard to avoid things on the job, but sometimes you have to walk away, take a deep breath, remove yourself from the situation, and then return, and you're better. You're able to maneuver and work through it better. That's what I mean by identify these emotional triggers. You know, if it's people, Unfortunately, everybody is not going to be in your life forever. Unfortunately, some people are in your life for a season. If you find that some people are emotional triggers for you, or triggers that just alters your mood, anything that alters your mood, you don't need it. You don't need it in your life. If you go to certain places and it's filled with things that alters your mood, just avoid it. Avoid these things that trigger you so that you won't fall into that dark place that you feel like you're slipping into. Avoid the things that trigger you, because if you allow it to trigger you, then it's going to be full-blown out depression, full-blown out seasonal depression. And from there, it's harder to tame. Trust me, I have been there, okay? Avoid them at all costs. Identify these emotional triggers and avoid them at all costs, guys. Let's move on to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is giving yourself grace. Give yourself some grace, okay? You are going through a rough period, a rough patch, a rough time in your life, as many people are. This seasonal depression, this seasonal affective disorder is real. It's very real. Give yourself grace, okay? Recognize that you're going through it, identify those emotional triggers, and give yourself grace. Don't be so hard on yourself. Know that you're not alone. And this is the time to redirect your thoughts. Redirect your thoughts. Focus on your purpose, okay? Focus on what you feel that you're purposed for in life. This is the time right now. Give yourself grace, redirect your thoughts. Mentally think about, okay, I've recognized it. I've seen my emotional triggers. Now let me just sit in this place, give myself grace, okay? Redirect my thoughts and let me maneuver through this thing and work through this thing so that it won't eat me alive, so that I can get ahead of it before it gets me, okay? That's number 3. Give yourself grace. You are not alone. And if seeking medical professional, counselor, therapy, whatever you want to call it, if seeking that is in your best interest, please do so. A lot of people don't believe in therapy. A lot of people don't believe in seeking a help until it's too late. Guys, let's not get it that far. Let's not let it go that far. Center yourself, redirect your thoughts, have grace, and focus on your purpose. So tip number 4 is get back in alignment. Get back in alignment, okay? Get yourself back in alignment. Whether that's going stronger and harder in your prayer life, your meditation, whatever it is that you do, that you connect back with one, okay? So for me, I pray. Like I told y'all, for me and my house, we serve the Lord. I'm a prayer warrior, okay? I pray. So to get myself back in alignment, I must first get myself back in alignment with God. So I go hard in my prayer closet. I go hard. If it's meditation for you, whatever it is, that is how you get yourself back in alignment, so that you won't fall into this dark place that you felt yourself slipping. In getting yourself back in alignment, again, prayer is really, really near and dear to my heart. Go stronger on your prayer life. Whatever helps you in your spiritual journey, go harder on it, okay? That's how you get yourself back in alignment. Other things are take long walks, exercise, go to the gym. These are things that snaps you out of depression. I know it sounds crazy. For me, if I take a long walk through my neighborhood, or I go to the park and take a long walk, clear my mind, get a breath of fresh air, it makes me feel so much better, y'all. You would not believe how exercising, I dread it. I dread going to the gym, but exercising will make you feel so much better. It burns off energy. It burns off steam. It helps your mood. It releases those serotonins. You guys would not believe. Just a long walk, clearing your mind, that helps, okay? alcohol. I know. It's the holidays. You telling me to stop drinking? But for those of you who are avid drinkers that love alcohol, you got to drink at every party you go to, every function you go to. You got to drink at home. You got to drink. Limit your alcohol, guys. We all know that alcohol, it alters our mood on a regular basis, let alone during depression times. So limit your alcohol. You don't want your mind, your mood altered in any way due to alcohol. I mean, if you want to socially drink, that's fine. I said limit, okay? Don't come for me. Limit the alcohol use. I didn't say you had to, stop altogether. Just limit your alcohol intake. Don't do anything that alters your mood, okay? You already have mood altering feelings. Don't intake anything that'll alter your mood, because then we have a whole nother problem, okay? So limit your alcohol use. You don't want to hear this part, but diet. I know, I didn't want to hear it either. Diet plays a key role in how you feel. Food is fuel. Let's fuel our bodies with the food that's going to make us feel better. And unfortunately, sugars, carbs, high fructose corn syrup, alcohol, all these things are things that does not fuel our bodies, y'all. Let's fuel our body with whole foods, if you can, financially, organics, fruits, vegetables, all these things that fuel your body, instead of harming your body with the sugars and the carbs. These things, they put you in such a, even without depression, these foods put you in such a place. Have you ever eaten just a bunch of junk and felt horrible afterwards? Yeah. It magnifies in depression, trust me. So let's fuel our bodies with the foods that we intake, y'all. Diet plays a key role in this, okay? In getting yourself back in alignment. Diet, limit your alcohol, go harder in your prayer life, long walks, exercise. All these things play a key role in getting yourself back in alignment so that you will not get into that place of depression. Another thing for me is self-care. I'm big on self-care, y'all. Whatever self-care looks like for you. For me, I love to get my nails done. Everybody knows this. I love to get, my hair done when I can, okay? Because I'm always busy at work. But whatever self-care looks like for you, that can be massages, facials, nails, hair, any long walks can be self-care, long hot candlelit baths. Treat yourself, okay? Romanticizing your life. That is self-care. It gets dark early, it's gloomy. So the light lamp treatments, and so instead of getting so much artificial light, these lamps, they have supposed to be artificial sunlight to it. I'm gonna put that in air quotes. Because y'all, we need to take advantage of the sunlight as much as we can, get as much natural vitamin D. Vitamin D alters most people are walking around in vitamin D deficiency stage, okay? When you are deficient in vitamin D, your energy is already low. Your mood is already altered, okay? The serotonins that you need are lowered in order to, to be happy, to function. So let's take advantage. That's why I say go for long walks. Intake that natural vitamin D. Open the windows in your home. I know it gets dark early, but take advantage of it while you can. Open the windows, get some sunlight, step outside, walk around, let the sun rays just drench on you, and watch how much better you feel. Don't just lay in the bed, lay in a dark room, sulk in it, stay in it, lay there in it. You will feel 20 times worse, I'm telling you. Make yourself get up. Make yourself do self-care. Take care of yourself. Do these things that make you happy, and this seasonal depression, it won't hit you like a Mack truck. And step number 5 is, last but not least, be intentional. Be intentional about not wanting to be in this slump. Nobody wants to be, but sometimes you're in it so long, it's just a way of life now, unfortunately. Be intentional about getting yourself up and out of this state, okay? Be intentional this holiday season about spending time with your family, your children, your loved ones. Be intentional about, every one of these steps I've given you, these tips I've given you, be intentional about doing them. Be intentional about recognizing your purpose. Be intentional about moving forward. We're not talking about setting no New Year's resolutions, none of that. We're talking about now, okay? Let's start this now, because seasonal depression, it can last. It can last for a while. We're trying to nip it in the bud now, okay? So step number 5, guys, be intentional about it. Be intentional about who you let into your life. Be intentional about who you're giving your energy to. Be intentional about these things, because all these things play a key role in how you feel in this holiday season. So guys, I really hope these tips have helped you. But I'm so happy now, guys, that I am in a place. That is why this channel is so important to me, because I aim to encourage and affirm each and every one of you that there is still life left to be lived, even after you had a loss in your life or a tragedy. That is what this channel is about. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Subscribe to the channel. I know y'all loving this content, okay? So subscribe to this channel so that you can be a part of the family that's living over here, baby, loving life, honey. So with that being said, guys, I will see you guys in my next video. And happy holidays, guys. Happy holidays.